In this video, we are going to go over how to divide polynomials, and we're going to go over two methods. We're going to go over long division and synthetic division. So when we're doing long division, just like when you did long division back in like elementary school, you're going to put your divisor on the outside and what's being divided on the inside. Then I'm going to look at this x and say, okay, x times what would give me 2x to the third? Well, x, I need a 2, and I also need 2 more x's. So x times 2x squared would give me 2x to the third. Now, I'm going to take this 2x squared, multiply it by x, and I'm going to get 2x to the third. I'm going to take this 2x squared and multiply it by 2, and I'm going to get 4x squared. Now I'm going to subtract 2x cubed minus 2x cubed is 0, so I don't need to write anything in this first spot, but 6x minus 4x is 2x squared. Now I'm going to bring down that next term, which is the 10x, and I'm going to go about this process again. So I'm going to say x times what would give me 2x squared. X times 2x would give me 2x squared. So I'm going to take 2x and multiply it by x, and 2x and multiply it by 2. Again, I'm going to subtract. My first terms will subtract to 0, so I'm left with 6x. And I'm going to go about this process one more time. So I have 6x and x, so I multiply x times 6 to get me 6x. Multiply each of these terms by 6, so I'm going to have 6x plus 12. When I go to subtract, I'm going to have a remainder of 0. So my final answer would be 2x squared plus 2x plus 6. Now, there's something called synthetic division, which we can do only when we have a binomial where we just have x all alone. So the first step is to take our factor x plus 2, and we're actually going to solve for x. And so my x would be negative 2. And so that's what's going to go on the outside of my synthetic division. What's going on the inside is all my coefficients. So 2, 6, 10, 12. So when we're doing synthetic division, the first thing we're going to do is just bring down this first term, so 2. Then, to get the spot that goes here, I'm going to do negative 2 times 2. So I'm going to do negative 2 times 2, and so I'm going to get negative 4. Now I'm going to add 6 and negative 4 to get 2, and then do the same thing for the next spot. So I'm going to do negative 2 times this 2. I'm going to get negative 4. I'm going to do 10 plus negative 4, and I'm going to get 6. Then I'm going to do negative 2 times 6 to get negative 12. And so then I get a remainder of 0. So this last spot's our remainder. And then we're going to go from there. This is my constant. This is my x term. This is my x squared term. So I'd say 2x squared plus 2x plus 6 would be my final answer. So we're going to focus on synthetic division because it's a little bit easier, but synthetic comes from long division, so that's why I wanted to show you both ways. All right, so let's do another example of synthetic division. We're not going to focus on long, like I said, we're going to focus on synthetic. So I have this factor of x plus 2, meaning x plus 2 would equal 0, meaning my x would equal negative 2. So again, negative 2 is what's going to go on the outside. Then I'm going to take my factors, and those are going to go on the inside. So 2, negative 1, negative 8, and 20. All right, so we always bring down the first one. Then I'm going to do negative 2 times 2, and I'm going to get negative 4. Then I'm adding down. Then to get this next spot, I'm going to do negative 2 times negative 5, which would be positive 10, adding down. Then I'm going to do negative 2 times 2, which would give me negative 4, adding down, I would get 16. So again, this last guy is always the remainder, and this will be my constant. This will be my x term. This will be my x squared term. So I'm going to have 2x squared minus 5x plus 2. And the remainder we're always going to write over the divisor, which was x plus 2. So plus 16 over x plus 2. All right, so here's some little steps to remind us how to do synthetic division, but we're going to do it one more time. So first, we're going to determine the x value. So again, if I have x minus 5, I'm going to set that equal to 0. So my x is going to be 5. So that's what's going to go on the outside. Then I'm going to set up the coefficients in standard order, all terms. So I have a coefficient of 1, then -2. Ooh, then I'm missing my x squared terms. We got to put in a 0. So 4, 3, 2, 1, none. So 1, -2, 0, 5, 400. All right, so we'll start by bringing down the first term. Multiply 5 times 1. Then I'm going to add to get 3. Then I'm going to do 5 times 3 to get 15. Add to get 15. 5 times 15 is 75. Add to get 80. 80 times 5 is 400. Oh, this was a -400. Sorry about that. So I'm going to get a remainder of 0. So this is my remainder constant x squared, x cubed term. So my final answer would be 1x cubed, or just x cubed, plus 3x squared, plus 15x, plus 80. And then I have no remainder, so that would be my final answer.